All right, now we're going to learn something that I put together mostly by myself, using some ancient martial arts methods. And for over the last 20 years or so, I've been playing with this and changing it from time to time. It's pretty much complete now. I call it the butterfly and flower exercise, or butterfly flower qigong. Okay, so this will be done in 3 sections. And this is what I teach in my seminar, Healthy Body, Healthy Mind, by the way. So the first section is going to be describing the flower itself. Now, to do this exercise, and by the way, this came out of a Chinese martial art called the butterfly style. You know, in that style, they used a lot of movements that they thought kind of mimicked a butterfly. So it may be a movement to the side, of course, a striking movement, you know, like that. Or it could be a movement to this side, this sort of upward movement, you know, more like that, and to the side like this. So that's where the movements originally came from. So I developed them into exercises, and later I put them into this qigong form, which is going to harmonize the breath with the movement, and also create a visualization exercise that'll help you get more deeply into the routine itself. Okay? So the first part, we're going to stand with our feet about shoulder width apart. And I'm going to bring the hands up into a contemplative pose here, okay, whatever you want to call it. And from there, we're going to either go into the plant section, the flower rather, or the butterfly section. They both start from the same central position. So we're going to go into the flower first. So I'm going to start here. As I inhale, I'm going to bring my hands up, and keeping the palm heels together, I'm going to reach as far as I can comfortably. Okay? And then I'm going to come down again. And then I'm going to bend the legs, bend the knees rather, and push out to the side like this. All right, and that's the lower position. So I'm describing coming up the stem of a flower. Okay, and then the flower or blossom opening as we come up here, and then closing back down the stem, back down to the root system, into the ground, and on out this way. So that's the visualization part of this. We'll be inhaling on the way up, and exhaling on the way down. So imagine the moisture and the minerals from the earth coming up the root system into the stem of this plant, into the leaves, and then the blossom opening, perhaps in the morning sunshine, as we come up, inhaling, exhaling, again through photosynthesis we can imagine the nutrients traveling through the plant, through the leaves, and back down into the root system like this, and back up again. Inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time. Inhaling, going up. And then exhaling back down. And then we'll come back up to a relaxed position in this contemplative posture here like that. So that's the first section of the flower itself, and we'll go on to the other 2 sections as we get to them in this. Now, the butterfly part is also in this section. We're going to start with the same position, but here we're going to, as we inhale, we're going to open, the butterfly opens its wings like this, and then closes. That's how we sort of warm up into the butterfly movement, inhaling up, and exhaling back down. Now we're going to inhale, open the hands, and we're going to do sort of a sideways movement, keeping the palm heels touching. I'm going to come around to this side like this, and then back to the center here, and then off to the other side. Okay. Back to the center. As we go to the center, we're going to inhale, and then exhale as we do our extended movement outward. Back to the center. Extended movement outward. And back to the center. And that's our sort of horizontal movement. Now we're going to go up. We're going to up to the front corner here, not very far. Inhaling, we're going to come up and sort of stretch toward that front corner, like that. Exhaling, inhaling again. Exhaling on the external movement, the outward stretch. Inhaling, we'll come back to the butterfly again and again here. Inhaling, exhaling out. Inhaling in and exhaling out. And back to the center. Now from there we're going to do a lower movement. Again, keeping the palm heels touching, we're going to inhale here and back to center. And now we're going to go down, exhaling. Back to center on the inhale. Exhaling down. Get a nice stretch there. Just bend the knees, turn the waist, relax, and coming back down. One more time down here. And back up. Now let's do it again and think about your visualization. So here we have the horizontal movement. Here we have the butterfly flitting off to a flower over on this side, landing, eating some, pollinating the flower, eating some nectar, and then flying back over to this side to another flower. And then it's going to fly up, say, into a tree, an apple tree, into a blossom here. Same thing, back to center, fly up into a higher tree up there, maybe a peach tree. And as we go lower, imagine maybe landing on a little dandelion on the ground here, a lower flower anyway, and back and landing down here. So that's our visualization for the butterfly. Wherever it goes, it's going to be flying from one side to the other, to the upward portion here, or down here. So once again, that section starts with butterfly opening, going to the side, exhaling, to the other side, inhaling, and exhaling over here. Going up to the corner, flying up to a tree again, looking for a blossom with some nectar. And then up to this corner, keeping the palm heels together. And then down to this lower flower, exhaling on the downward movement, inhaling on the center, exhaling, coming back down and back to here. Now to end the section, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. Hands will come up, and one wrist over the other, doesn't matter which one. We're going to slowly come down to the central position, what the Chinese call the dantian, this belly right here. And we're going to just relax. That'll be our first section.